I'm really, really pleased that you joined us for this one. Extreme sport. Now, I'm going to ask you to have a go at doing this yourself. You can do it. You can do it. It's not that difficult. Remember, just do it methodically, one at a time, and I'll go over it in a minute. Get a pencil and paper. I know you're there. Go and do it. Go on, shoot. Go and get a pencil and paper, and then you can scribble it down and give it a go. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong. It really doesn't. Nobody's watching. I can't see your mistakes. It doesn't bother me if you watch this 100 times until you get it right. So, have you written it down? Yeah, off you go, and I'm going to tell you all about the guinea pig. The guinea pig, on Mr. Eyeliner, was sitting around having chased the cat about the place. Don't listen to my stories. The ramblings of a fat middle-aged woman are of no interest to anybody. Just concentrate on the sum. Because what will happen in exams, there will always be distractions. Always, always, always of some sort. Learn to block out the distractions. And that includes stories about Mr. Eyeliner. Anyway, Mr. Eyeliner had chased the cat, and the cat was stuck at the top of the ladder going into the trampoline and didn't know what to do, and the guinea pig was circling around the bottom like a shark waiting for it to come down. And when it was feeling particularly malevolent, it would just stop, chew a bit of grass and look at the cat as if to say, "Ha, so you think you're clever, do you?" And well, it got dark and he was still there, so I had to go and rescue the cat. It's a bit of a shame because I think the cat might get its own back sometime. Right, now let's have a look. How are you doing on the sums? Do you think you're okay? Let's go over it together, shall we? Now, 23 is a prime number. If it wasn't a prime number, I'd say use the fraction method. That's somewhere else in the ether. So we've just got to, because it's a prime number, we've got to do it the old-fashioned sort of hard work way. Oh dear, 13 into 23 doesn't, 13, wasn't right, was it? 23 into 13 doesn't go, so it's going to be 23 into 131, which is going to be 4 or 5. Let's write ourselves out a little times table once again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully we won't have to fill up all these slots. I'm going to change to a different colour just in case I get a bit confused as to what's what. You could put a circle around them, but last time I did that, did you notice the circles weren't very neat, were they? So 1 times 23 is 23. So 2 times 23 is going to be double that, which is 46. Now we can double that for 4 times 23, so 46 and 46. 40 and 40 is 80, and 6 and 6 is 12, so that's going to be 80, 12, which is like 92, really, isn't it? That's a nice number to double. We can double that to make 8 times. We might as well whilst we're here. 92 and 92 is 184. Does that feel right? 10 times is 230. We can stop there. So therefore, 5 times will be half that, which will be 115. I quite fancy doing the 3 times 1, but I'm not sure. 3 and 6 is 9, and 2 and 4 is 6. Do those look sensible? There may well be mistakes, but hopefully we'll spot them. Right, so 23 into 13 doesn't go. 23 into 131 goes 5 times, I think. 5 times. Cool. Should we change our colour? Let's have, what do you fancy? Fancy sort of a turquoisey green. We'll have a turquoisey green. It goes in 5 times. 5 times is 115. Put our, take away a line. 1 take away 5 you can't do. So that becomes a 2. Carry the 1. 11 take away 5 is 6. 2 take away 1 is 1. Now, if this turned out to be bigger than 23, we know we've made a mistake, but it's less, so we're on the right tracks. 2 into 16 doesn't go, obviously. Bring down the 1. Can you see it? I'm trying to keep them in nice, neat columns. I mean, it's not, it's just clear columns, really. 23 into 161. Oh, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? So 23 onto that. Should we give ourselves another sort of purpley letter? 3 and 5 is 8. 2 and 1 is 3. And 1 and 0 is 1. 1, 3, 8. Yeah, I think that's about right. Should we try the next one? I think so. Add 37 to this one. No, 37, 23. 23. See how easy it is to make a silly mistake? It's okay to make mistakes in maths. The knack is spotting them. We all make mistakes. That's okay. But just get into the habit of knowing that you are going to make them and feel open to the suggestion and just sort of think, there we go, another mistake, but you've spotted it. That's the important thing, spot it. And it's something of a life skill as well. So we're going to go for 7. 3 and 8 is 11. 1, carry the 1 over. 2 and 3 is 5 and 1 is 6. And the 1 and nothing up there is 1. Oh, look, isn't that nice? 23 goes into 161 7 times. Just because we fancy doing it because it looks nice and neat, we can do the takeaway and that equals 0. But you don't need to, it just feels good. Did you get the same answer too? I think if you got it and I got it, I think we'll assume we're right. Thank you for doing that, I really appreciate it. I'm going to do a harder sum now. So let's clear our screen. Are you prepared to sort of work on your own for a bit? It's going to be 23. We'll stick to... Ooh. I just got rid of my 23 times table, didn't I? Hopefully you've still got yours written down somewhere. 23 into 1, 0, 0, 2, 8. Should we give that a go? 23 into 10 doesn't go. 23 into 100. Actually, no, you're going to do this, aren't you? You have a go. Press the pause button if you like and give yourself some time to do it. You can do it. You can do it. And so what if you get it wrong? Who cares? I don't. You don't. It doesn't matter. It's fun trying though. Give it a go. And that's it. Go. Keep going. And whilst you have a go, I'm going to sort of write the 23 times table down here. And hopefully you might find that a bit easier. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about the ditherings of a middle-aged woman. I'm getting fed up with the guinea pig. Do you want me to tell you about the cat? We've got a cat called Jasper. He's horrible. Apparently the local name for a wasp is a jasper. Never heard anybody using that before. Anyway, the children that had him called him Jasper because he was very striped. His back legs were very striped as a kitten. And they were only young and they didn't want their kitten renamed, so he's stuck with this name. Oh, but he's got a temperament of a wasp. He really is horrible. He kind of like just sort of bites when you go past. And if you've got a cardigan on the back of a chain, you know, it goes sort of, get on with the maths, get on with the maths. Anyway, if you've got a cardigan dangling down, this little paw comes out from underneath and it grabs you as it goes past. He thinks he's kind of butch as well. Yeah? He stops our neighbour. Oh, that was somebody coming into the door. They've just disappeared. He stops our neighbour going onto their driveway. He lies on his back on their driveway and says, "You shall not pass. You shall not pass." And they stop. I'd run him over. Hate him. Well, don't hate him, but I kind of enjoy disliking him, if that makes any sense. Now, let's have a look. Here's our thing. So we had, I'm going to change different colours, just make it a little bit easier there. 23, does that help? 46, 69, 92. Can you see I've got a crib sheet down here? Having made a crashing mistake in one of the previous videos, which was altogether very embarrassing. because I know there's going to be somebody watching saying, you got that wrong. Well, of course I did. Who cares? How's it going? Have you finished it? Doesn't matter if you haven't, just sort of beaver away at it. It will get there. And 160. Hopefully these times tables, if you're still struggling a bit, will help. 1, 8, 4, 2, 0, 7, 2, 3, 8. There we are. Are you ready to go over it? If not, pause it and come back to it when you are. 23 into 10 doesn't go. What's that one? Oh no, should we have a nice bright red? I haven't had red for a while. 23 into 10 doesn't go. 23 into 100 goes, there we are, 4 times, because 23 times 4 is 92. Do the takeaway here rather than doing a tatty little sum somewhere else. 0 take away 2, it's one of those, we're going to have to borrow, doesn't go. I can't borrow from there, so we're going to have to take it from there. So that still says 100, can you see? It's 1, 0, 0. But we're going to leave 90 behind and carry the 1. So it's 10 take away 2 is 8, 9 take away 9 is not. Actually, we know that, didn't we? 100 take away 92 is 8. We knew that. Bring down the 2. 23 into 82 is not 4, so that's going to be 3, 69. So we write our 3 up here. 3 times 23 is 69. Got it? Give yourself a takeaway. 2 take away 9, oh, it's another carryover, isn't it? Is 7. 12 take away 9 is 3. 7 take away 6 is 1. Bring down the 8. 23 into 138 is, there we are, 6. Get in there. Doesn't that look good? Now, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I think there is a huge amount of fun to be had in doing long division. Admittedly, you'll get more fun out of eating marshmallows and having strawberries and cream, but you won't have the same satisfaction. You see, because if you eat, have an invisible marshmallow. I'll give you the marshmallow. Did it taste good? Bet it did. I'll eat mine. It tastes wonderful. But has it made me happy? No. It's made me feel like a fat, indulgent, middle-aged woman. But has doing this long division made me happy? Yes, it has actually. I enjoyed that. Look, all the numbers worked out all right. And it's kind of, well, it's not neat looking at it, is it? But it's neat. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. And I'm going to prepare some lessons on doing fractions divisions, which really are easier, so long as you're not dividing by a prime number. Thanks ever so much. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Ooh, almost goodbye.